everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Nina's Chelsea Corner. If you're new around here for a Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1 match review, all square at Stamford Bridge. I just got back from the game. It was so hot. There were delays on the underground everywhere in London and it was just a bit of a nightmare to get home. But I'm home now and let's talk about the game because disappointing not to get our first win this season at Stamford Bridge in the league. It did feel like we controlled the game at times in the first half especially, and then we just let our foot off the gas a little bit like we do like to do sometimes. Something we saw last season, something I think I credited Maresca for improving, you know, kind of coming out in the second half and either killing a game off or just finishing what we were supposed to, or just changing our way of play entirely, substitutions. But I think we kind of regressed in the second half today, and yeah, look, I'm not overly angry about this one. I don't actually think that, you know, it's such a big cause for concern. I think the fact that we were our own enemies is something quite telling. You know, it's not that Crystal Palace outplayed us. We didn't finish our chances. That's as simple as I can put it. You know, there were moments where easily could have scored 2, 3, 4 goals. Jackson missing chances, you know, Madueke came quite close, Palmer too, but it was just a case of not managing to capitalise on chances. And Crystal Palace in the second half came out and they kind of took the game by the scruff of its neck because they saw us lose possession. We couldn't control the ball, especially in midfield, and it seemed like we were very standoffish. You don't wait for the ball to come to you. Go to the ball, especially like round the box and stuff. Like Crystal Palace were pressing us, and I just think that we let ourselves down a little bit in the second half. Eze scores a brilliant goal. Yes, you have to sometimes just credit, right? You have to just credit the opposition. Like Eze's goal was superb. Like, I enjoyed it as a Chelsea fan. You know, it's sad, yeah, but that's what happens when you don't capitalise on your own chances. Teams score against you. So fair play, Eze, great goal. And yeah, Nicholas Jackson, again, I think that we're going to be going back and forth with him this season, guys, purely because, you know, we know he can score. He hits the numbers as he did last season, but it's the whole conversion thing I've got a problem with, because when you look at how many chances we create and how many he is not able to put away, you can't help but think, if we've got a striker there, another clinical out and out number 9 with more experience, you can't help but wonder if some of those chances would would be finished. As simple as that. You know, you see teams capitalise, like Liverpool. Obviously Liverpool beat Manchester United 3-0 at Old Trafford, but it's all about capitalising on those chances. When opposition makes mistakes and gives you chances on a silver platter, it's scoring them, and I think we've not always been able to do that, and I think that's going to be one of our biggest lessons this season. And I hope that Maresca's got an answer to them, a solution, because yes, it's absolutely great that we brought in all these wingers. You know, arguably you should be able to see goals coming from, you know, Neto, obviously Palmer, Nkunku, you'd hope, Joao Felix, Sancho, and it's all players that you look at and you think, yeah, great, you can score, but sometimes when they're the ones creating and you just need that man in the middle to put it away, Jackson, it's always a bit of a 50-50. You're just not too sure. And that is because he is still inexperienced, right? He's not the complete striker. And it's kind of too late now, because this is going to be our option. He is basically our number 1 out and out number 9 option. Mark Guy, does he get Premier League minutes anytime soon? I don't think so. I think we'll see him in the Conference League. I think we'll see him in domestic cups. But with regards to what we have available in the Premier League, yeah, we could struggle, because sometimes in games, especially when you come up to play the tougher teams too, sometimes these chances are all you have to capitalise and potentially get something out of a game. So yeah, that is probably the biggest takeaway, because when you look at our shots and on target, you definitely should think the scoreline should not be 1-1. But yeah, guys, just giving the ball away sometimes. I think Enzo made the right call to make substitutions. I would have preferred to see Nkunku perhaps come on a little bit earlier. I think Felix looked okay, decent when he came on. I think he linked up a little bit with Nkunku. Again, was unlucky not to score a goal. He did all the good sort of footwork, Felix, you know, got out of his tight space, dribbled through Crystal Palace's defence, and then just got a bit of a weak shot off, really. That's just the truth. But again, hopefully these things will come with time. But you know, we've just completed and just closed off the transfer window. It's obviously going to take time for things to click, and again, I'm not going to lose sleep over a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge this early on. Yes, we perhaps should have beaten them because we should have scored the chances we didn't, and I also would like to credit Henderson here because I thought he had some spectacular saves today, and sometimes that's just not on your side, you know, when a goalkeeper denies opportunities as well, it's, you know, it's difficult. But again, we should have scored at the end of the day, at least another handful of those chances. So yeah, it's tough, but this is it, guys. This is the reality, and I'm sure a lot of you will probably have something to say about Jackson and perhaps Enzo. Again, I think at times we were a little bit run through in midfield. I would like Enzo and Caicedo to get stronger as well, like, you know, stand stronger, not get pushed off the ball really easily, and just yeah, have a little bit more solidity, because again, they have their hot and cold moments too. But hopefully it's just an upward trajectory. That's all you can really hope for this season. So yeah, it's you know, there's excitement about our new signings, incomings, where they're going to fit in, etc. But it's going to take time, isn't it? So yeah, not too much to say really. I thought Neto tried things as well. I think I'd probably say he didn't receive much service in the first half. Everything was coming down that right-hand side. Noni Madueke and Cole Palmer were very heavily involved in build-up, and that's actually credit to them for the first goal, really. You know, Jackson arguably had the easiest job out of the three there, and he's on the score sheet. So, yeah, I think Noni Madueke is showing signs of great improvement. Hopefully he can keep that on. I could see a little bit of exhaustion, guys, in the second half. Like I mentioned, it was a very hot day. Excuse me. It was a very hot day, and I could see a little bit of exhaustion. They seemed a little bit lethargic at times, but again, there's no excuse. We're going to have to get used to playing. You know, this kind of Thursday, Sunday gap is going to be quite frequent, and the fact that we're not going to have as many days we had last season to repair, you know, with a week time to train and reset. No, this is reality now. Chelsea, we have to compete. We've got lots of different cups. You know, when our domestic cup time comes, we'll be tackling those as well. But I really would like to see us gain a little bit of consistency in the league. We're still yet to win our first game at Stamford Bridge this season. Yeah, we've only had 2, so, you know, it doesn't help that we've got international break so soon now as well, so we've got a little bit of time out, but hopefully that's time to reset a little bit. And I know that obviously players will go off to international duty, etc., but hopefully that's time for Enzo Maresca to kind of sleep on some things a little bit, kind of work out yeah, who fits where and in which team, as he likes to say, because there's clearly a Premier League team, there's clearly a Conference League team as well in Europe, so it'll be interesting to see what calls he makes. But guys, please just don't don't get too caught up into this whole thing. Yeah, we drew, it wasn't great, we should have scored, but yeah, we know where we need to improve, and it's not going to click from the start. Have a little patience, enjoy the international break, enjoy the time off. I'll be putting together a little transfer video assessing kind of the window and what has been happening, our signings, who fits where, etc. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Weekend's pretty much done now, so enjoy your week, guys. I hope you're well, take care of yourselves, and subscribe to the channel if you're not and you're watching this video and you're not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video as well, and as always, leave your comments down below so I can see how you guys are feeling. Thank you so much for watching, guys.